So this man once threatened to assassinate the US president, but later they actually became friends. Back in 1826, President John Quincy Adams got word that a Danish doctor named George P. Todson wanted to kill him. Todson had served as a US Army surgeon, but was court-martialed for embezzling supplies. When Adams upheld his dismissal and refused to reinstate him, Todson reportedly vowed revenge. Adams' own diary records showed that he was warned Todson had determined to murder me for revenge. But instead of panicking or increasing security, Adams kept his usual routine, his early morning walks around Washington alone. A few weeks later, Todson actually showed up at the White House. He demanded that Adams reappoint him. Adams calmly explained that the decision had been painful but final. He even told Todson he would assume his threats were just a momentary alienation of mind. Todson backed down, saying he had given up the idea. Then came the twist. A few months later, Adams not only forgave Todson, but approved a small financial remission from his court-martial fine and even helped him find work as a ship's doctor. He told him that his future depended on how he handled the second chance. Over time, the two stayed in touch. Nearly 20 years later, long after Adams had left the presidency, Todson visited him in Congress. The man who once threatened to assassinate him was now an acquaintance and even worked as a translator for the US State Department. What started as a death threat somehow ended up as a strange story of forgiveness and redemption.